Speaking of Ready to Rock for 2026, this is perfect timing. Kevin Jennings tweeted out one of those highlight videos you see all these college players getting in the offseason done. And it just reminds you of the special talent that Kevin Jennings is for SMU. The arm angles that he throws with, the ability to escape and make plays. And this is a player that battled through an ankle injury that really every so often would feel like a setback. He'd go down and be holding it, and you're like, okay, this is it. This is when they're going to have to go to Ty Hawkins, their backup, or they're going to be without Kevin Jennings for a little bit. But he popped right up, and he ended up being a top 10 passer in terms of passing yards in the country. He improved his completion percentage. His interception total, thanks to that bowl game second half, ended up being just one fewer. It's really unfortunate the way the bowl game ended for Kevin Jennings in a sense, but don't forget, it's a 60-minute football game. He was able to, be completely on in the first half against Arizona and led SMU to its first bowl win in a while and send them into the offseason with a little bit of momentum, after losing that Cal game. I think for Kevin Jennings, with him being healthy, you look for him to be more consistent as a whole. That's the next and final step in this final chapter for him. But the expectations should be and are high for SMU. And, as somebody who covers SMU, I always, try to lean on some of the other national group that covers the ACC, and you hear them talk about Kevin Jennings and the respect that he has earned with wins over Miami and Louisville, and beating Florida State the way he did and leading SMU to that magical run in 2024. This is a player that just doesn't get talked about enough because some of those moments that he's had on the national stage against Penn State, and that's really what a lot of people remember about him. But you got to look at, hey, they're the ones that are there. Kevin Jennings led SMU to a college football playoff appearance. Cam Ward didn't. Cam Ward got a lot of the buzz in 24. Darian Mensah got a lot of the buzz in 2025 with Duke and what he was able to do. But man, Duke, just did not have, this incredible season with all the losses in non-conference. They just happened to end up being a team that found themselves, thanks to the tiebreakers, in an ACC championship, and they took advantage. And Kevin Jennings did it battling through an ankle injury. So there should be more hype around him. There are parts of his game that he still has to get right, but they add Kendrick Raphael, nearly 1,000-yard ACC rusher last year for Cal, into the backfield. They have a lot of good offensive line talent back, especially on that right side, with the projected really high draft pick in PJ Williams anchoring that right side. And you have a lot of talent coming up at the skill positions that they've surrounded him with. So lots of expectations for Kevin Jennings in 2026. And the situation is a good one for SMU at the quarterback position.